What is going on, my fellow navigators, and welcome back to another episode of the Pokemon News, where I, PokéNav, bring you all of the latest developments regarding the Pokemon TCG. But before we get rolling on this week's top stories, go ahead and do me a favor, everybody, and double slap that thumbs up button as well as that subscribe button. And if you want to be notified whenever the Pokemon News drops, go ahead and thunder punch that notification bell so that you don't miss a single video. And with that being said, everybody, let's go ahead and get started with this week's top stories. And to start things off here, guys, I am super excited to announce, you all know I'm a big fan of XY evolutions. I've talked about it time and time again on the channel, and I'm super happy to announce that Pokemon has released the Elite Trainer boxes, or I should say re-released the Elite Trainer boxes for XY evolutions, and it looks like these are found almost exclusively in Walmart. Now, if you're going into Walmart and you want to go and check out some of these products, from what I've been told and what I've found in stores, they're not actually stocked where the cards are at the front of the store. You're going to want to go back to the toys section of Walmart, and that's where you should be able to find these XY Evolutions Elite Trainer boxes. Now, there are two of them. You have the Charizard and you have the Blastoise. From what I've been able to find in stores, looks like Blastoise is probably what you're going to find. As no surprise to many of you, the Charizards have been selling out pretty quickly, but you guys can find these back in stores again, which is really awesome because I have not seen these Elite Trainer boxes in a long time. Obviously, you've been able to find the booster boxes online and through some third-party distributors, but as far as the Elite Trainer boxes, you can now find those at Walmart. So I just wanted to give you guys a heads up on that and go ahead and go check it out. So let's go ahead and jump into our three big news stories of the week. And the first one here, I'm sure a lot of you out there are either listening to or are interested in podcasts, and I'm sure you probably have a list of podcasts that you truly like, and I've got another one here for you guys to add to the list. So we're going to jump on over here to our trusted source, PokeBeach. This is where we get a lot of our information from, and as you can see here, the official Play Pokemon podcast has been announced. Now, this is the first and only podcast that has actually been released by the Pokemon Company International. So this is I guess you could call it sanctioned podcast by the Pokemon Company. So let's just go ahead and read through it here. So TPCI has announced a new weekly podcast for covering play and Pokemon events. It looks like the first episode has been released, and essentially the podcast is going to cover competitive play for the Pokemon TCG. So for those of you out there who maybe are more interested in the competitive play versus investing or collecting, I think this is going to be a great place for you to go to learn more about the deck building, and all of the things that go along with competitive play. For me personally, I've never been really big into the competitive scene, but I do know there are a lot of people out there who are, so I think this is going to be a great podcast to go ahead and check out. And it looks like the first episode is available on the Pokemon official Pokemon YouTube channel, so you guys can go ahead and check that out there. It looks like PokeBeach does have the first episode in video format on their website. I'm not going to play any of it here today just because I'm not real familiar with the copyright issues of playing other YouTube videos on mine. So I'll let you guys jump on over there, and if you would like, I can also give you the URL, and I'll put that down in the description below so that you can access this. And as I said, for those of you out there who are interested in competitive play, or maybe getting into competitive play, I think this is going to be a great podcast to go ahead and check out. And if you're interested in other sources that you can find the podcast on, it looks like that is also going to be available on iTunes, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and as I said before, you'll be able to find it on Pokemon's YouTube channel as well as twitch.tv/Pokemon. And it looks like they've got a really good lineup of hosts as well. It looks like you'll have contributions from, it'll be hosted by Jay Blake, and then you'll have contributions from Brendan Burnside Hansen, Kyle Susevich, Kay Dyson, Mia Violet, and Scott Glaza. So a nice little lineup there from what I understand. Not real familiar with a lot of these names, but just from some of the research that I've done, looks like they are kind of the go-to for competitive play information. So again, guys, great spot here. I know I'm going to be adding this to my list of podcasts. It's an ever-growing list. And who knows? Maybe because of it, I might get more into the competitive scene, and maybe you'll see more information on the channel regarding competitive play. So let's go ahead and jump into our next big news story. And as of the drop of this episode, which should be August 15th, you all know Darkness Ablaze has now been released. So Darkness Ablaze was released on August 14th, and it looks like Pokemon Company is trying to hype up the product even more. And what they're doing now, it looks like through GameStop in the US and EB Games in Canada, these companies are going to be offering a special non-holo version of Copperjaw from Darkness Ablaze. Now, this will be available if you spend $15 or more on Pokemon TCG products in the store. So this is what the card looks like here. You know, pretty cool. You know, nothing too crazy, but this isn't the only Darkness Ablaze promo distribution. So this is kind of reminiscent of when I was a kid, and whenever a new set would come out, a lot of the card shops had a lot of other products that went along with it just to, you know, really hype up that new set. So it looks like it's saying for the first time ever. I don't know that it's necessarily the first time ever. Pokemon US and Canadian market kits will come with 100 promo cards for hobby stores to give out to fans. So this is essentially what is entailed in there. So you'll get the Pokemon TCG card, a pack of 100. You'll get a TCG product brochure and counter holder. Looks like the stores will also have a window clean, a open and close sign. Looks like you'll get some stickers. It looks like there's a pack of 50, some post-it notes and pads, and a magnet set. So I thought this was pretty cool, just because we haven't really seen anything like this in quite some time. I know Pokemon is saying first time ever, but I certainly remember back in the day in the late 90s, early 2000s, whenever a new set was released, a lot of the card shops or even Walmart, Target, places like that would have, you know, the cardboard cutouts. They would have posters, things like that, to where when you went into the store to purchase packs, or, you know, booster boxes or things like that, they would always have a little bit extra to provide to you. So I thought that was really neat that you know, Pokemon is really wanting to hype up Darkness Ablaze and really add a little extra to the release of this set. The other thing here is that it looks like internationally, the Darkness Ablaze store promo will be a special holo version of Corviknight. So far, the promotion is confirmed for Game Mania stores in the Netherlands and GameStop stores in Italy and Pickwick Toys in France. So you can see here, this is what the Corviknight promo will look like. And I'm going to guess this is probably in, maybe in Dutch, since it's the Netherlands. Who knows? I'm not real fluent in in a lot of other languages. And then it looks like Game UK was offering a jumbo version of Eternatus V and a Darkness Ablaze stamp if you purchase certain bundles of cards. So we'll just take a look at that here. So this would be the Eternatus V promo that would be offered as well. And that looks like that is for all UK buyers, so not here in the US. So again, guys, thought that was a pretty cool little drop there. Glad to see Pokemon Company, utilizing some of their other resources to, especially now, in this day and age where we don't have pre-release tournaments, we don't have pre-release parties because of COVID-19. So it is nice to see that they're adding a little something extra just to bring more people into the hobby, especially for those who it might be their first time. All right, guys, and our last big news story for the week, I saved the best for last for you. We've been talking over the last few weeks about the fourth set that will be released in the line of the Sword and Shield series, and that is Vivid Voltage. And we just got a news drop that we now have the Pikachu VMAX and the Orbeetle VMAX revealed, along with some of the set's artwork. So let's go ahead and check it out here. Really cool news. So Shocking Volt Tackle, which is the Japanese name for the set, has officially been revealed. As we previously reported, it's Japan's fourth Sword and Shield series. Try saying that 5 times fast. It's not that easy. And will release on September 18th. It will feature 100 cards, excluding secret rares. As you know, there's always that vault of secret rares. So this is what the pack artwork is looking like here, which is really, really cool. So the booster pack artwork is actually featuring Leon, who is the Galar region champion, Leon's Charizard, and it also says that it features Sirfetch'd. I'm not seeing Sirfetch'd on here. I'm thinking he's right down here, which, just upon the quality of the photo, you can't really see him. And here is that Pikachu VMAX once again. So let's go ahead and go down and take a look at some of the booster pack artwork, as well as some of the other products artwork as well. So as usual, the Pokemon Center will be selling a box that'll include the booster box, theme decks, things like that, sleeves. So this is what it's looking like here. So as you can see, we've got the booster packs here. We've got a couple of the sleeves, theme deck, which this might actually be the booster box, and then this might be the theme deck as well. Not too sure exactly on that, but man, guys, it really looks awesome. And I've been watching some of the episodes of Pokemon Twilight Wings, and I've grown to be a pretty big fan of Leon. He seems like a pretty cool cat, and Pokemon definitely seems to be hyping him up as well. So really cool artwork in all of these. The sleeves look awesome as well. And it looks like, usually like in the in some of the theme decks or some of the the bigger collection boxes, there's always a playmat that's included, and I think this is what is going to be in there, the artwork for the playmat. So that is really, really cool. Really like where Pokemon's going with this Vivid Voltage set. Now, with that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at some of these cards that have been revealed. As I said, we've got the revealed artwork for the Pikachu VMAX and the Orbeetle V, and I think VMAX as well. So let's go ahead and take a look here. So right off the bat, we've got the Orbeetle V, and as you can see there, coming in hot at 180 HP. Over here on the side, you can kind of see the translations here of the different attacks and some of the other information included on the card itself. Here we've got the Orbeetle VMAX, so we do have the Orbeetle VMAX as well, just as it said at the top. 310 HP. It's amazing to think where we've come from the old WotC days to now 4 HP. It's pretty incredible. And then moving on down, we've got a Barraskewda. And now we've got the Pikachu V. So 190 HP, where I think back in the day, I think Pikachu's HP was like 40. So Pikachu's come a long way, especially concerning its weight. You see Pikachu in the anime in the early days versus now. Pikachu's doing something right with its diet and exercise program. Got to give it that. And then we have the Pikachu VMAX here. Really cool card. As you can see, pretty similar to the artwork on the booster packs as well. Here we have the Electrode. And last one here is Winden Stadium. So very, very cool. And then last but not least here, it looks like Pokemon Center stores we'll be holding a campaign where you can get a Pikachu promo pack for every 6 booster packs of Vivid Voltage that you purchase. So some of these here, really cool artwork. Seeing who the illustrator was. Sauso Naomi Kimura. Seeing if there's any Arita or Sugimori in here. There's a little bit different version of that Pikachu VMAX as well. So it looks like the holographic Pikachu is the only completely new card. The other non-holo Pikachu promos are reprints from the Sun. I knew I recognized these. So yeah, it looks like they're reprints from the Sun and Moon era, which is why they're printed on the older card templates. But they have new Sword and Shield promo numbering and the Shocking Volt Tackle or Vivid Voltage set stamp. So really cool, guys. We've got some of the cards now for Vivid Voltage, some of the artwork for products. So now the only thing left is we're waiting on the set list to be revealed. And realistically, we don't have that much time. It's so funny to think that we're now, really we're on the 4th set. We're talking about the 4th set, and Darkness Ablaze has just been released. So it's an interesting day and age in which we live, where we can look months into the future and see new sets coming up, where as I said, I remember when I was a kid, we didn't know much until it was actually released in stores. So again, guys, an awesome time to be a Pokemon card collector, a Pokemon card investor, or as you've seen, if you're into the competitive play, we now have an outlet for all of those of you who are interested in the competitive play scene. So really cool information here, guys. Hopefully you've enjoyed this episode of the Pokemon News. And that is going to do it for this episode of the Pokemon News, everyone. Thank you again for coming back each and every week. I certainly appreciate all of your support. Other than that, I will see you all next time. My name is PokéNav, and you stay classy, Pokemon World.